Howard and Linda with RVDreams.com. We're full-time RVers and we love the water, so we carry
This was our first boat that we started out with.
boat in a bag. Everything comes in this one package, except for the life vest, which Linda has, but everything else comes right here in this bag, everything you need. Okay, so here is our Sea Eagle SE370 Sport Kayak. It's an inflatable boat made by Sea Eagle, and we get ours from our friends Tim and Crystal Ryerson at inflatableBoatsForLess.com. So this is a boat in a bag package. So we'll start with our foot pump. We keep on top. Then we have two inflatable seats. And we have two 4-piece kayak paddles. Break down really nicely and go in this bag. And then we have our boat hull. So Linda's gonna step on the bottom here. And I'm going to pull the hull out. Just like that. You can see on the bottom of the boat there are two small attached skegs that help in steering. So we'll lay the boat out and unroll it. It's about 12 feet long. Now this boat, they say it's a 3-person boat. It's really a 2-person. Even for 2 tall people, it's kind of small for that. But the carrying capacity is 650 pounds. Very, very durable boat, even for the entry level. Now Linda usually does the pumping. We use a foot pump to pump up the boat. She's getting that all ready to go. Okay.
While you get
While I get the valves,
the valves.
one-way valves ready. So these are one-way valves, and they just screw in to the valve. And when you put air in there, you just pop this cap off, and then you put air into the valve, and it won't come back out. So you don't have to worry about air sneaking out on you while you're pumping it up. So that's one on the spray skirt.
But you have to be careful with cross-threading.
Right, right. This boat has 2 valves on the spray skirts, and then it has 3 chambers of air. So it's got a floor and 2 side chambers. And again, we have the same type of valve. It's a one-way valve. We screw it in. Now you have to be very, very careful about cross-threading or mis-threading these valves. So while you're out there on the water, the boat's not likely to get punctured at all. But if you mis-thread these valves, then you can have a slow leak and find yourself with one chamber a little low. We've done that before. It's not that big a deal, but it's one of the reasons we carry our foot pump with us. So I just screw these valves in to get them ready to be pumped.
I'm not as good as putting the valves on. I tend to cross-thread them, so that's his job. He tends to overinflate, so I do the pumping. So we've kind of found our jobs so that we don't screw things up. This is the foot pump, and actually right on the foot pump it has the word out and it has the word in. So you'll put your hose in the out position. So the air, when you press, it's 2 ways. So when you press, and when it goes in, it's pumping air into the thing. Okay?
All right. So usually Linda starts pumping up, and then I put the paddles together. So each of these paddles just clip in to the posts like this. And in one of the long straight sections, we'll have 3 holes on one end. Okay? So that way, if you're a paddler that likes your paddles themselves offset, you can use one of these 3 holes. So I can put this on, and this way I've got paddles that are offset, so they're not exactly the same for the motion of your paddling. But if you like them straight, then we just put it in the middle hole, and both paddles are exactly the same. So that's our paddles. Again, I usually do that while Linda is inflating. The inflatable seats have the same type valves as the boat. So again, I have to just put these one-way valves, screw them in. Again, make sure we don't cross thread or misthread them. Get that in good and tight. Unscrew the little cap. And on these seats, there is a valve for the back and a valve for the seat itself.
And we kind of like our seat not fully inflated, the seat bottom, so that we sit down a little more in the boat and don't feel like we're sitting so high up. We'll inflate the back almost full, but the bottom we don't inflate all the way, just so we're not sitting so up high.
The connector slides into here. The same connector. See, there are multiple connectors on the pump, so we can use any of these valves. But it's the same one that goes for the boat valves on these seats. Okay, back's done. I can put it out. Again, the one-way valve doesn't allow air to release. Screw the cap on. Okay, that's it.
We always start pumping up the bottom chamber first. As the chamber starts getting full, you'll feel it in the pump. It's harder and harder to pump air. So I totally go by feel on when it's got enough air based on what it feels like with the foot pump. And then I usually just go down and give it a little. So you can see this is the bottom chamber, and it's good and firm. So when I take out that pump, no air comes out because it's one-way valves. So it's really nice. You're not having to worry about air getting out. Okay, chamber number 2. Now the pump is starting to get hard again. So I know I'm close on the inflation. Okay, chamber number 3.
If you're new to this and you're not comfortable pumping these up to your level of feel, these boats come with a little plastic gauge, and there is an inflation indicator on the edge of the boat, on each chamber, that tells you, you put your gauge on this and it'll tell you exactly when your inflation is correct. This boat is a 3-person boat with a 650-pound capacity. So even though it's the entry-level boat for Sea Eagle, it's very capable, very, very durable.
3 people in this boat would be very cozy. We always take our pump with us for just in case. So
Often we'll store it with bungee cords on the front or the back.
but it can slip right down behind the seat, no problem.
Okay, so we're getting ready to head out. We always carry 1 or 2 dry bags with us. May have our lunch in there. We put wallets, cell phones, keys, everything inside the dry bag. And just to be safe, make sure that none of our electronics get wet. So we always have, like I said, depending on how far we're going, at least 1 or 2 of these dry bags.
And we also have a
Safety
portage
kit.
safety kit. It's got rope, flashlight, batteries, whistle, and I think that's it. And this becomes a bailing bucket in case you needed to bail. Okay.
We shouldn't need that. This boat, again, is rated for a Class 3 whitewater. It has a drain plug in the back. So if you are whitewater rafting, then you leave this open. Go. Also on this boat, there are two little short skegs that help us steer it. We always want to make sure that we have the boat in the water in the right direction, or you'll go around in circles.
This is not a graceful thing. So I just kind of fall in. Rinse off my feet.
As she said, not very graceful, but pretty easy to get in and out. Not tippy at all. A lot of people worry about stability when they start asking us about these. They want to know if it's going to get a hole in it, which it won't. It's very, very durable. And again, it's not tippy at all. Many kayaks and canoes are a lot tippier than this boat. It's very, very stable.
And the seats have real good back support. And if you want more back support, the person in back can put his feet up against the seat to really give you good stability. And then my favorite way to ride, to give him more room, I can actually scoot up, push my seat up. And I like to ride with my legs out. So.
Okay, that's it. We're in the boat, in the water, and we're off for an adventure.